Hello, 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 and welcome back to another stream. So yeah, I love this. I mean, yeah, shout out to tnbee because it, they made a good cover of the song. Yeah, this is Dehya's theme from Genshin. But yeah, it's a pretty good, really good, like good music to listen to. Yeah, check out tnbee. Yeah, I'm borrowing the song for like background music for the intro of the stream. It's pretty good. I've been listening it to a lot. But yeah, I mean, said that I can't re-upload, but I can use it on stream. So yeah, pretty good song. But yeah, or done there. Oh no, okay, well, good there. But yeah, I just did that for the intro. But yeah, that was a good song. But let me check the audio real quick before we actually start the whole Dehya event. Yeah, I'm gonna continue. I mean, yeah, it's 4:30, a little bit late. I just finished like my school. Okay, there we go. Okay, stream looking good. Excuse me. Just we'll wait for a little bit while I set up some things, and then we will continue on the whole stream. But yeah, that was a very intense, like a blacksmith. I don't know, but yeah, I love that song. I love that song so much.
Can't go on like
Wait, I need
this.
to read this. Like here?
Am I trying too hard?
I don't know, blacksmith. You did a pretty good, like, blacksmithing when you do that with that music. But yeah, so today we're gonna do the whole Dehya mission. I already did all of the daily grind earlier when after school I just chilled for a bit, trying to set up the stream. But yeah, so mostly we're gonna do the Dehya story event over here, the Lion's Blood. That's why I name it that way, like Lion's Blood. But yeah, still, go check out that song that I sent in the chat. I'm probably gonna put this in the description after the stream. But yeah, that was a good song. I love it. Alright, so let's just go straight into it then. Yeah, Lion's Blood. We just go into the Grand Bazaar. Anything else update you? I mean, probably tomorrow's gonna be a premiere. Gonna be a premiere star, so it's probably gonna be posted on Wednesday for the new video I'm talking about. Been saying that a lot in every streams recently, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just waiting for anything else. That's mostly it. Oh yeah, there we go. Now I think about it. So I have like 55 pulls now, like, saved up, and I have like 16 PT. Yep, up. There we go. So accidentally pull. All right, yeah, I got 16 PT with one. Hey, hello. I thought you were gonna be an hour late. But yeah, we'll continue with the whole what you call it, like the Dehya event. Let's go. Anything else update? But I'm still saving up for Ayaka. Why not? I'm not gonna prolong it any longer. We're gonna go straight into it. I know what's gonna happen, but I'm just here to listen.
Everyone's trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list?
I don't know. Wait, yeah. And I'll wait for the internet to go back. Yes, still very unstable. Especially Genshin. Like every time when okay, I'll wait for the whole internet to go back and be cleared. But yeah, every time when I play Genshin, it's always like 999 ping for me every time I like casually play without doing anything. I really need to fix that.
Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some.
That wasn't on our list, was it?
We can still add it to the list.
More food, Paimon. More food.
If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
Hey, Dunyazard!
Wasn't expecting to see
And
you
Dehya.
here.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
So you two are still hanging out together. Dehya, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
You desert, you're not the bodyguard anymore, right?
I said I was going to resign from being her
There we go.
bodyguard. Not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends.
Alright.
The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
I see.
I told Dehya to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago. My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dehya wasn't around.
Another part of the family.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming. Anyway, The job is already taken care of, so I
Okay.
was gonna head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
Oh.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dehya. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
But she said they'll treat you to the best dishes.
Paimon.
I can't believe you can still refuse that.
Paimon.
But wait. Didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert?
Ooh.
Why don't you just take me with you today, when you leave?
I'll journey to the desert. Been
There
a
are
while.
so many places I still haven't visited yet.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
I mean, I kinda cleared out the storm. Kind of.
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time and the time before that.
Probably a dangerous mission. Or
I
commission.
know, I'm sorry. Just
Or
give me
adventure.
some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like I feel like something is off about you lately.
Huh.
Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Or plan to surprise Dunyazard.
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said. But if something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like Dunyarzad was onto something.
There's probably gonna be something going on with her.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you.
Okay. I'm just here. I mean, just... But what do I need to be here anyway? You can like talk... You can just talk to each other. I don't need to be here.
I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble.
I'm more like eavesdropping on their conversation.
Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world
I'm listening.
where Mora reigns supreme. Everything operates on a completely different set of rules.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
My lady, you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are ya?
You help her, now she's gonna help you.
All right, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This isn't exactly the best place for a discussion.
Alright guys, see ya. And that's the end of the event.
Okay,
Or the story.
let's
Never
talk
mind, I'm here.
Just try not to draw any extra attention.
I'm listening.
As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora.
Yeah, just like the Adventurers Guild.
My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts.
Ooh.
We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave. However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Deshret, huh?
Deshret's relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
King Deshret or Alhamar.
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Yeah, they weren't friendly at all.
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar.
Mm-hmm.
The Relic's headquarters issues orders to all brigades under his control. On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dakan al-Akmar.
So what are we gonna do with them?
Dakan?
I think it means beard or something.
Okay.
Believe me, it's a really stupid name. I found it insufferable for years.
Alright.
Anyway, the real issue is that Dakan al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Alright, interesting.
Say what now?
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they do?
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Oh, that's a lot.
Hundreds?
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them.
Damn, alright.
Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
That's beyond terrible. They won't even spare their own kind.
I don't know how Deshret's relic sees it. All I do know is that Dakan al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years. If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target.
So that means I'm gonna help with this?
I just
I can
wish
help.
I knew what's driven him to do this.
I mean, we can ask him face to face.
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
Probably a reason.
I don't know.
Always a
People
reason.
change. He's always been pretty pathetic.
Damn.
But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him?
And create a new brigade.
He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women.
Okay.
Of course, the other brigade members were just like him. Their ruckus would go on night after night.
Sounds like a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
Aw.
I'm sorry, Dehya.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry too.
I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women?
Yeah, that too.
I was the result of one of those encounters with some random person.
Yeah.
He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me. He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those tended to be pretty stale. They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest, or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
I mean, dragons, you say? In the forest?
Sounds like your
interesting.
typical fairy tales.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats,
Oh,
it started
repeats.
to get a little dull. He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play. Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords. It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
Alright, alright.
What an interesting guy.
Now I wanna meet him. But it doesn't sound like he had bad intention. Had all bad intention. Alright, I need to press that. I need to... Click.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish, but that was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise him,
I really wanna meet him now. I'm very curious.
until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them.
I see.
No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down.
I mean, it's fine. You can watch it in the VOD anyway. But yeah, thank you for visiting.
Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah. The wonder from like the imagination when you were a kid to now reality hits hard.
Yeah, but don't
Real
worry,
hard.
my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good.
I see.
I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
We just want to find out why they suddenly started causing so much trouble.
Yeah, I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents.
Yeah,
But there's
typical.
also some talk of smuggling.
I see. But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
Yeah, and that's why you're not gonna join? That's why she's insisting not going exploring the desert?
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
Danger.
That may be true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
Aw.
Well, now you get why I didn't want to share any of this with you.
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
I mean, I'll go back to the desert with Dehya.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess, too.
I mean, I'm bored. I'm just going to the market. I want some thrilling adventure too.
Well, he's super tough, so if he went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
Yeah. Problem in no time.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took him along to help.
I'll do my best.
I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady.
I'll go along with the ride.
All right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot, where we can catch up a bit with my fellow mercs.
Alright then. Okay. Very interesting. So we're gonna meet up with Dehya's... Oh, the Lion's Blood. So aka, this is about Dehya's bloodline, I see. Well, can I talk to you one before I go?
Please be careful. I'll stay in the city and wait for news from you.
Roger that.
Just don't do anything reckless. alright?
I mean... That's not... I'm probably gonna do something reckless. Alright, let's go to Rebot. Wait. Adventuring back to the desert. I'll go here. But yeah. So in school, I've been reading a lot or about 1001 Nights. So mostly about Arabic, I can't say it. Like the Arabian Nights, there we go. But yeah, I mean I kind of saw some familiar names from Dunyazard. So yeah, I was like, huh, interesting. So you know, like the desert, like all about the like like some inspiration from that story to this. I mean, it's inspiration, but it's not like exactly what's on that book to here. Mostly a lot of collections of stories, but yeah. I mean, good thing I kind of know about like interest in this area of Sumeru, so like got interested in reading that book. So yeah, I got interested in reading that book for class, so I'm not bored at reading that. Yeah, I mostly want to learn about the story, and like I kind of like that there's like a correlation from that book to this like area over here. Like mostly a lot of like betrayal. I like the mostly like that same not genre, like theme from that book to this, like a lot of like mercenaries, like hardship, betrayal, but that book's much more graphic than this. Like much more graphic. Alright. Is this your mercenary friends? Or members?
Hey, Dehya, you're back. Are these two friends of yours?
Ha! Run. It's a pleasure to meet you. Ha! Run. I trust Dehya with my life.
Oh, so you've already become like one of us then?
Yep.
Well, that's good to know.
I mean, yeah, I'm here for the thrill of adventure.
Anyway, since we've got a newcomer, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Akhmar's been up to lately.
Got it, but nice arrows though.
They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets.
Huh, okay.
They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
I mean, why? For collecting the loot?
Even the most
Raiding?
ferocious beasts still protect their own. But it sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off
There
the
we
other
go.
mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn to merchants on the black market. A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
It's like a giant gang war.
That's terrible.
Or like a, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora.
Or what you call it, like turf war. There we go, that's a better term.
A few days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange.
Okay.
Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Wait, a power struggle?
So, I mean, does your father still run that brigade?
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics. If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only plausible explanation we have. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps.
Okay.
Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as the Khan al-Ahmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
Okay. They were able to cause so much damage? That somehow makes things even more confusing.
It sounds mighty strange to me too. Haroon, you can leave the rest of the investigation to us. Gotta say though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan al-Ahmar is your father's crew after all.
Aw.
What he said. Besides, Dehya, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Khan al-Ahmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked. Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
No survivors?
Ah, Hisham and Khalaf.
Hisham,
You're
Khalaf.
here too.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan
Hisham.
Rebot. Although this new friend of yours looks
Sup?
a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from him.
I mean, am I that famous in Sumeru? I mean, I did a lot of stuff in here, even in the desert.
Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Hey, what about Paimon? Feel anything special?
She can fly.
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Don't underestimate Paimon.
Of course! Paimon is the traveler's most important guide. Wherever he goes, Paimon will follow.
And probably when I need to fight, she's gonna be poof and gone.
Oh, in that case, then you'd better take care of her too, Dehya.
Don't underestimate Paimon!
That's what I'm saying.
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the traveler here.
I mean, yeah, she fought one. I think she fought one time, but she mostly poof away.
Even if she had only survived on sheer luck, then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
The eyes.
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
I mean, she's powerful. Just wait and see at the end of the game, I think.
Oh, one other thing, Dehya. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy about your upcoming schedule? We held another recruitment
Deputy?
event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys. The deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay, and that really got to him.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry and I couldn't make it back in time for the event.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all.
The mascot of the brigade.
Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows. The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
You guys are the problem.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Stay your cool, dude. Stay your cool.
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
Is it only you? I mean, if you're not, you're fine. It's only you.
I don't think you were part of the brigade yet.
Oh, I see. That's why.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that, and you weren't even gonna tell me?
All right. We can tell you about it later. Now's not the time.
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
Right, you guys, boys could be boys.
Are they always like this?
More or less.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking about the Arataka, I can say it, Arataki Ito gang.
There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to just speaking our minds. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't put an end to it, then you just challenge them to a fight.
Ooh, alright.
But we also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it.
Alright then.
That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to stop once you get used to it. Though, I can never do that when I'm with the Homayanis.
Oh my god, yeah. Prestige.
Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
Bunch of goofballs.
Yeah, you hear her, Holloff? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation
Bunch
first.
of goofballs.
I drew up a map. Right here is the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of Dakan al-Akhmar's looted goods. All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening. They'll have no idea what hit them.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
So it was you all along.
Will do. You stay safe, Dehya.
Alright, you go handle your own thing. I'm gonna go adventure. Adventuring we go. Alright, so how far is it? I mean, it's much more easier to teleport. You know what's going on in here? Thought we're gonna adventure to the I thought we were gonna adventure to the desert, but we're back in the forest. Okay, around here?
Take it easy.
Watch over the trade route. Trade route, there we go. And wait for your moment. Alright then, hide and hide.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time.
Alright. The hunter.
It's gonna come down to a
Stalks its
fight
prey.
one way or another, so let's all be careful.
Alright, I'm ready for a fight.
No need to worry. He knows his way around a fight.
Yeah, I mean, I kinda killed some gods. And deities. Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy.
I see.
After all, we still need to get information out of them.
Alright, I'll pull my punches. I'll pull my punches then. Alright, nighttime.
Here they come. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's not give them a chance to react and end this quickly.
I mean, what do you want? Just one shot or pull my punches? I don't know what you're talking about. There we go. Alright, let's try how this works. Bonk! Oh yeah, I forgot you use your sword. Or your claymore.
Let's get it on!
Let's go! Alright, another one.
Cha! Ha!
Okay, alright then. Same charge attack as Beidou.
Yeah!
Bonk. Bonk. Oh yeah, I forgot. Ow. I forgot about using my E again. Hey, how about this? There we go. And
Hi!
there we go.
Yeah.
That's really fun. That's fun. Punch him. Yeah, look at that damage. Or that guy's fire spread. Alright, how about this? Woo!
Cha!
And we're good. Yeah, we're good. Hello.
You're the Flame Mane.
Yeah, she's back.
Good. That saves me an introduction. All right.
Get
Time for a
removed.
little talk. Are you buddies with Dakan al-Akhmar now? Tell me, what are they after?
Yeah, I'm mostly doing this quest just to try out the
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer. What makes you think I'd talk?
how about a punch?
That might have worked on an amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation. Think about it, though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes?
Damn.
You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
I mean, like, all of your pals are, like, knocked out.
Whoa!
It's alright, Paimon. She knows what she's doing.
I'm not joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way.
Alright.
2 seconds.
2.
I'll save you the trouble.
Damn. Alright then. He means business.
Huh? Are you crazy?
What?
He tried to bite off his own tongue.
Oh.
Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
Well, what just happened? Wait, but his own... Did he try to kill himself?
I definitely didn't expect him to go that far.
Huh.
Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
Ah, he tried to kill himself. Got it.
But why would he be so extreme?
I mean, sharing information in the desert is pretty crucial.
I just
Important.
wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them.
But if he's very loyal to the, the brigade, then it's pretty
I didn't
difficult.
expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Pretty difficult.
Well, he's out cold for now.
Ah, he's still alive,
Could
nice.
wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further.
Yeah,
What should we do?
it didn't work.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking. There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area. Maybe we'll be able to find something.
Got it.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah. We didn't even do anything to him. Anything else? Satar is not gravely injured and will probably wake up soon. It should be okay to leave him here for a while. Alright, well, I mean, we didn't do anything to you, so we are not... What's the word? What's the word again? Responsible for doing any damage to you. There are a lot of daily necessities like food and water in the boxes. It doesn't seem like there's anything noteworthy. Alright then.
They're about to get dicey.
Misclick. There are some weapons in the boxes, as well as a bunch of medicine and bandages. It seems like Dakkan Alhamar is really up to no good. That's it? Ah, there's one more. And there's mushrooms over there. And that's one. Ooh, final one.
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it. Maybe it's a record of something.
He was ready to die.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions.
He was ready for... He's ready to die for just not telling our information.
Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here.
Ooh.
Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti.
Takriti.
All familiar
I'm not gonna remember.
names.
I'm not gonna remember those
Dakana Lakmar
names.
has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine.
Ooh.
It seems that in the past, they used to receive some canned knowledge as well.
And knowledge, huh? Can I have that?
This caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora, and the funds will then be passed to a specific person. That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods,
Okay.
which will then be brought right back to Dakana Lakmar.
A lot of trading.
Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
So what are they taking? They're probably taking all of the knowledge, the canned knowledge, and then mostly the items. Mora, I think they don't need Mora. I assume.
No value?
Yeah, every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora.
Okay.
But the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
Maybe the Mora amount just happened to cancel each other out.
Perhaps. But they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all?
So there's gotta be another reason for why they're looting a lot of people.
Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves.
Are they finding something?
There are a lot of entries. Everything was probably sourced from the rainforest.
Are they trying to find a certain item from all of the brigades?
Huh?
Okay.
What's wrong?
What is it?
Shazaman Homayani?
Homayani? You mean the Dunyazard's family?
Homayani?
There we go.
You mean Dunyarzad's family?
Alright, Paimon. I already said that.
Could it just be another family with the same last name?
I mean, pretty popular family name, so.
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name.
Oh, first name, last name.
Shazaman Homayani is Dunyarzad's father.
I see.
And the head of the Homayani family.
So they're the target?
Just what the heck is going on here?
Hold on, Dehya. Let's analyze the situation first.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll consider what we found and not jump to conclusions just yet.
Alright. I think the... Okay. I assume... Okay, I'm guessing right now that... I assume because Dehya and the Homayani are connected, that's why the whole brigade is targeting the Homayani family.
But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Dakana Lakmar.
Oh. I mean, your family lines is connected to the Homayani family line too, so they're helping your father out?
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Dakana Akmar?
Akmar.
That's a possibility, but if that was the case, why is this caravan specifically named Shahzaman as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought
Shahzaman.
goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Ribat or Port Ormos.
If Shahzaman, that's a familiar name in the... Okay, if Shahzaman was actually aware of this, then perhaps he's been supplying the brigade's operation this entire time.
Yeah, funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale of the loot.
Okay, I got to... Wait. In the Homia family, there's Dunyazar, Shahzaman. Huh, interesting.
But why would he do something like this? It's not like the Homayanis are in need of money.
I honestly have no idea.
Huh.
I've been to their estate many times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past?
I mean, that was cured, right?
But that's still just a speculation. I don't think the master would stoop so low to make Mora.
I don't think Dunyazar knows anything about this either.
You're probably right. I know my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
I mean, really interesting mystery at that. If we want to get the bottom to the bottom of this, we won't be able to turn back.
If you ask me, we already have no choice but to confront her about this.
I'm ready to learn
I'm
what's
not
going
worried.
on.
It's too early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the Homayanis.
We need to know, like, the Homayani's perspective or the side of this
Let's go
transaction.
find my lady again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's willing to lend us her support.
Yeah, we know one person from the Homayani family.
If we're lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Dakana Lakmar.
Yeah, we can learn it from the inside.
Dehya, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to the enemy?
I've considered that
I trust
possibility.
Dunyazar.
But even still, I want to tell her what we found.
Yeah, I trust her.
I think I owe her that much. True friendship is built on trust. She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay her kindness with doubt and suspicion.
Yeah, she needs to know.
That's not how I deal with people.
You're right.
No
Paimon
secrets.
wants to trust Dunyarzad too.
I hope it will be I hope it will be of help to her.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
Well, back to Sumeru City we go. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, but yeah, so the whole Shahzaman is part of the 1001 Night story. Dunyazar the same thing. So the whole Homayani family is kind of like related. I mean, it's not related to the book, but like have hints to the whole connection to the book. The whole, yeah.
Take it easy.
I mean, mostly the names are very close to one another, like correlated to the book, to this family line. But yeah, I like it. I like the
easy.
little nudge to the book. Hey, Dunyazard, little nudge.
We're back, my lady.
We got a lot of information.
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then.
A lot.
Well, how did it go? What did you come up with?
A lot of bad news.
Actually, we're still investigating.
Alright.
It's just that we've discovered something strange.
Alright. Well, see you in the VOD.
I see.
See you again next time.
The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Something like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not have been very encouraging after all. Why don't you discuss it with me?
Bye.
Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up?
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that. How should I put this?
Yeah, it's about your family.
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet.
I'm always quiet.
On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile and shouted, Dunyarzad, we're back!
You know Paimon really well.
So tell me, what happened?
It's about your family, the Homeyanis.
Well...
You tell them, Paimon.
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
The Master? You mean my father? Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can.
Alright. Please start my sex. Yeah. Explain the paper.
My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Akhmar.
Yeah, it makes as little sense to us as it does to you.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on.
I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing how he could ever support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just
I'm not sure about
stumbled
that.
into the deal by accident.
That feels unlikely, though.
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Yeah, it's unlikely. I mean, he needs to know where all of the goods are going.
Huh? You mean you feel the same way, Dunyarzad?
Thank you for sharing all this information with me.
Are you gonna talk to your father?
Since you've told me everything you know,
There we
I
go.
should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while.
Alright.
In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost.
Huh.
However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dehya?
It's connected to the mercenary, the brigade, huh?
Uh,
His father?
About that.
Her father?
Well, the Homeyanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts. Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards.
So that he can look after you for her for her father.
He
There we
offered me
go.
a pile of Mora, so I just signed on.
Alright.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question. Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the Blazing Beasts?
It's connected to Dia's father.
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or
Doubt.
maybe someone recommended us.
Doubt.
I've never given it too much thought.
More doubt.
I think I get what you're saying. You think none of this was a coincidence.
Precisely. At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense. If my father had always been in contact with Dakan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dehya into our house.
Just like an agreement.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dehya to be your bodyguard?
Yeah, just to like take care of her with all of the funds from Homeyanis. Something like that?
No, that's too much of a stretch.
I mean,
I
kinda.
cut all ties with my
Kinda
father
connected.
a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
I think he's still taking care of you from helping out with the Homeyanis.
But
I
that
assume.
still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying to
There we go.
influence your life without you knowing.
There we go.
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
That's what that's what things are looking like at this point.
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
But is that really the right thing to do? My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same. However, the Homeyani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homayani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Yeah, they've been helping her for a while. For years.
It's all right, Dehya. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was that thing about friendship again?
Paimon, you remember, right? True friendship is built on trust.
Right,
That
trust.
line.
You said that yourself, Dehya. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
I mean, yeah, everything here is just a theory. We need to learn about what's actually happening. If your trust hasn't been misplaced, then he probably has many conflicting feelings as well.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
Sure thing.
Can actually
I
see him
also
now?
hope he'll be able to give us a logical explanation.
Character reveal?
Let's meet.
Hey, this place then.
Usual place?
My bad.
Ah, right.
The usual place. The bazaar. Bazaar? Yeah, at the usual place. Bazaar. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bum. To the bazaar we go. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-bum. To the bazaar we go. We're not going to the bazaar. Never mind. Wait. Kind of to the bazaar? Or near the seat? Oh, that's the seat. Yeah. The good old the memory of the time loop. The time loop. Been a while since that was one of my favorite like Archon events.
Take it easy.
Then the time loop. Here we go. Spawning lag? Spawning lag.
Thank you for coming, sir.
No, that's a character.
Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the Traveler,
Heyo.
and next to him is his travel companion, Paimon.
Ah, yes, my daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to finally meet them in person.
Sup?
But we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
About your family's connections.
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
Do you explain the situation to Shazaman?
So, that's what you found. Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Let me see if my theory is correct. Is that their agreement is that they take care of Dehya.
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing.
Okay, I'm listening.
What I do know, though, Dehya, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Okay, interesting.
Wait, me?
Yes, I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price.
Yeah,
And sometimes,
I learned
as
that a
they
lot.
say, ignorance is bliss.
I learned that a lot too.
Your father, Kusela, and I both believed that.
Ignorance is bliss.
Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you.
What's the thing is? Curiosity kills the cat?
The facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind.
Alright, that's like a Nahida line.
If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
His heartfelt efforts? I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I follow. I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him. I came here today to support you as the head of the Homayani family. No warning will change my stance on that.
I understand.
Here we go.
Then let me tell you a little story.
Story time.
Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyarzad was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby eremites lent us their support. Those eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dekan al-Ahmar. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. I was shocked. Why would Dekan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyarzad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Really? I never knew.
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age.
Yeah, Dehya.
We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father. To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time, and offered everyone generous remuneration.
So, that's what happened.
Okay, interesting.
It was many years before I saw him again.
Flashback.
I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door.
Oh, that's
The
all right.
man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I mean, time does a lot to people.
I'm not too sure myself.
Time.
The only
decay.
thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own. At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar.
Yeah, Elazar.
There was no need for her to have a bodyguard when she could barely leave the house. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day?
Very, very insistent, huh?
I was completely lost at first, until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dehya.
I see, yeah. It's connected.
So he was the one who recommended Dehya to you.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks. He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life.
Mm-hmm. To become a
If Dehya could
bodyguard.
stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous life behind.
And that's why you offered her such generous compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dehya as my own daughter. And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. I was willing to spend however much it took. Kusela saved my daughter and I all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dehya's fees. I refused to take any mora from him, but he'd always sent me funds anyway. Eventually, I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even explosive materials.
Explosive materials, huh? Welcome to the stream, Narbe.
Wait, isn't that around the time that Dekan al-Ahmar started becoming more aggressive?
The Ahmar.
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, I became wary. I wanted to meet him face to face to discuss things. But by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dehya at risk.
Okay. But by the but I can't read. But by the same token, he should have also stopped asking you for materials.
That thought occurred to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help because he had nobody else to turn to.
How about a change in power?
After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosives and weaponry.
A change in power, a different one sending the messages, huh?
I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but I could not simply reject his plea for help. In the end, it probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least guilty about myself.
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense
Yeah.
if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world. If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Damn.
Oh no. Dehya, please don't feel that way.
I have no comments there.
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions.
Maybe there's another way for... other way of looking at all of this. Can you try to believe in him just one more time? Yeah, maybe there's another way of looking at all of this.
Another way?
Yeah.
I don't know. I knew him, and he was nothing more than a childish brute. I can't understand what's going through his head.
Yeah, I don't know him either, so that's another thing I can't give my opinion about.
But I guess you do have a point.
Yeah.
We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet.
We need to
We
learn
still
about
need
the
to
truth.
figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
Yeah, everything has a reason.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him alone.
Yeah, guys should probably talk for fixing this situation.
I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him. However, there's a man on the list named Jawed.
Jawad.
He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30.
Alright, I know that. I
He's
know that name.
responsible for supplying weapons and liaising
Never
with the
mind.
Dakan al-Akhmar's merchant caravan. I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts. I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe you'll be able to find him there.
Understood. Thank you, sir. Then I guess this is bye for now, unless...
Unless what?
I'll stay and be with my father here.
Alright, you guys talk too.
To be honest, I'm still a little dazed and haven't finished processing everything quite yet.
Yeah, that's a lot of information.
My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem.
There's something wrong, but didn't do it for like bad intent.
I feel like our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the Corps of 30 and let them render judgment.
Yes,
Yeah,
I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose.
interesting.
It's time to face my mistakes.
At least he's okay. I like this. I like this one. Shazaman. Accepting of what's gonna happen to him. Okay, go look for Jawad outside the tavern at night. Noted. Oh, over here, very nearby. So tavern night, got it. Alright then. Well, I'll just gonna stay here. The typical way to spend the time in Genshin is bloop. Perfect. I'm just standing there, waiting for time to pass by. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I'm just absorbing all of the story. I love stories. All right, now where is it? I like listening to stories and see what's going on in this world. I'm getting really invested in this. Okay. Loading song. All right. Oh, it's outside. All right then. I mean, it's at night now, right? All right. Always. This is loading for a long while. Loading song. All right. Jawad? You're not Jawad. You're Jawad. Hi, Jawad. Okay, I'll sit here. Morning, Jawad. Afternoon, Jawad.
Huh? Who are you guys?
I'm just asking some questions.
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps? Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that?
A little paper told me.
Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private.
Alright. We're gonna talk in the back alley. Is there a back
This
alley?
place
There
should
we
do.
go.
Alright. Back to my question. How did you all know about me?
A little paper.
Don't worry about that.
Oh, never
for
mind.
now.
Nothing.
You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Wait. There's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out. What are your terms?
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I weighed it in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick Mora.
Let
Mora.
me tell you how it is. We're investigating Dekhan al-Akmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operations. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Okay.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of Mora from my last run. You just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Shut it. My patience is running out.
Only
You
third
should
grade.
know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
We need intelligence.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later.
Alright, I know the Corps authority.
They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert. Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you, though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Alright.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being unreasonable.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap? Don't forget, you're the one with no bargaining chips.
We're gonna bring you.
All right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Okay.
Now
I'm
that's
listening.
more like it. Let's move.
Alright, if you're not here when we
And
got
as
back.
for you, try to stick
There we
around
go.
the city until we get back. You don't want us to call the folks from the Corps and have them drag you back to the city.
If you're not here when we got back, things gonna get even more interesting. Okay, one more.
Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm looking at you. Just making sure. Alright. Location. Alright, we're going back to the desert. The desert. Over here. Alright. The desert. Near the giant laser thing. I've actually finished all of this, so yeah. I'm still waiting for the big... Yeah, I'm still waiting for the giant, like, fontaine or another region.
Take it easy.
Point. Yeah, another region to do the whole Archon quest and just exploring around the new area. I mean, this area is a little like, I mean, yeah, it's the desert. It's a little, I'll call, there's no like good scenery, but in Fontaine, it's probably gonna be a lot of buildings. That's what I'm assuming. A lot of water too.
Seems like we're in luck. That should be their camp right up ahead. Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves.
All right, I'm gonna use the.
I'm here to see Kusea.
Let's go.
Tell him to get out here.
Hello, Takiti.
Dehya, why are you here?
We're talking, right? Why are we fighting? All right, that's it. All right then. Game time.
Let's get it on. Ha!
Oh, okay, so I need like here. Interesting. Bum, bum, bum. Oh. All right then. So I really need to save up for my burst.
Into the wind.
Can I not have my burst? Not you. Boom. All right then. Boom. And boom. A really good animation though. Okay, boom. That's it. No more. Alright, you know what? Why not? This one over there. I'm gonna test my animation. Okay. Okay, 4 attacks. Alright then. Pretty good punch. Boom. Alright then. And then charge attack, same as Beidou. Spin attack, yeah. And then skill. Okay, you lift something on the ground and then put it back Down again. Alright, noted. Hey! Can I like
Fallen wheels, adorn my night.
know what's going
I'm going
on? Alright. A little bit more though. A little bit more. Just wanna use my purse.
Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, there's more! Hey, more backup.
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Meh.
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Okay, give me what? And yeah. So this like thing like enhance my auto attack to have pyro. And a little bit here. There we go. Okay, a little bit more. One more. Okay, almost. Okay, one of these.
Wind strider.
Don't die now. There we go. And
You asked for it.
boom. Alright, pretty good. Interesting. Alright. Okay, I didn't use my skill for that attack. Woo! Boom. 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 Nice. Just like a giant puncher. Pop. And we're good. Pretty fun though. Pretty fun combos. No damage though.
She's so strong.
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore. Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dehya, the boss can't come out and see you anymore.
Yeah, I'm getting what they're trying to say.
He died.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while.
Yeah.
Guess that's for the best, though. At least that's what the old man wanted.
I mean, with the whole like him trying to desperately talk to the Homayani's father, and then him trying to like trying to contact them and suddenly didn't contact them anymore. I kind of figured that he's gone.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge.
Oh.
Every last person in Deshret's Relics must pay in blood for what they did.
So that's why you turned out. So that's why they turned on each other. It was all motivated by revenge.
Let me start from the beginning.
Story time.
Dehya, do you know how the head of the relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it,
Yeah.
yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, every person in Deshret's Relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters. Whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit, the record served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail.
Blackmail, huh? So you mean Kusala thought there was no escaping the records?
That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dehya and ended up joining our ranks. But you, Dehya, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
Interesting.
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's Relics who didn't know about it.
Is it because you joined the Homayanis?
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules.
I see.
Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
So that's what happened to his leg.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Yeah, Paimon, I already said that.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this, and I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
I mean, probably very secret about it to you.
Because you were too young at the time.
And that too.
How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
So, even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
Flashback.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me, but that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
So what's he doing?
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
Alright, yeah, revenge.
From that point on, the sole purpose of the Khan al-Ahmar became revenge.
Everything has a reason.
The big fire that Boss started was quite a blow to headquarters' strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack. Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end.
But Dishra's Relic haven't been the only victim of your revenge.
There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
Yeah, so they're trying to find each member of those relics again.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies, from food and medicine to weaponry and explosives.
So that's why all of the connection to
all we can do is exchange
Gunyazard.
our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends.
There we go.
Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid. We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable pain to win many impossible battles.
Yeah.
Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
A rebellion.
Paimon doesn't know what to say
I don't know what's a good way to handle this. Like, responding to violence with more violence will only cause more pain. True. Do you have any idea the amount of damage you've done? Yeah, let's go with violence to violence.
We do know right from wrong.
Yeah?
But we were sinners from the very beginning.
Okay.
We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life.
That word from the recent Genshin stream, interesting. Very interesting.
Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the world. We used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself.
I mean, yeah.
As for me,
he did it for everyone.
I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence. But maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause. Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dehya. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
Yeah, they just want to pay respects and have a little revenge for what the relic did to them. And with their, like, leader. Yeah, so I don't know how to handle this.
I'll go with you.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Dehya?
We're going in that route.
Go with them?
We're gonna go in that route? Alright then.
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil.
Yeah, there's no black and white.
All I know is that Deshret's relics
Gray
must be
areas.
destroyed.
Gray areas.
Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I want to know if my father is still there.
I mean, his dead body's there?
I know you don't want to get involved in this, so
I mean, I'm
there's
game.
no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
I'm on your side, Dehya. I'm here. I'm not like gonna go leave and like, you know, bye, do your thing. I'm here. I'm on your side, Dehya.
Yeah. Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Yeah, I want to see what's gonna happen.
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained,
Full voice
we
though.
can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
You got a good voice.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is, I owe him this much.
Aw. Alright, we're gonna join the battle. There we go. We continue. Go to the hiding place of Deshret's relic. Alright then. Where is Deshret's relic again? God. Is it in near the... Here? Is this the hideout? Alright then. I'll go here. Thanks for waypoint. Can easily teleport around. Okay.
Take it easy.
It kind of this face looks familiar. Oh yeah, that's why. It's just the line in between. There we go. In between the new area and the old area. You need to go up.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. Wrong direction. There we go. I don't need wind. Now I need wind. Where do you need to go? There we go. I'm just like after a while. I'm not actually playing like an open world game. I'm just watching or playing a visual novel.
Yeah.
Watching a visual novel with a lot of combat.
We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
Should be. I don't think they have enough manpower left to post guards and defend their perimeters.
I saw this door before and didn't know what was it. I don't know what it was for, but now I know. It's a hiding place. All right. I have the we're good. Dendro I can use. Okay, I'm gonna go scroll over here. There we go. Okay. What do you need? Electro. I mean, where is it? You.
What is the situation?
Bennett, I'll leave you. Kazuha, I'll remove you. So I have 3. And let's just go straight into it. I'm gonna have like Dehya anyway, so that's why I have 4. I'll remove Kazuha for now. There we go.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
Interesting.
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could still take us out.
I've fought through many situations like this before.
Yeah, we'll know what they're really capable of.
I
once
know
we've
what
landed
to do.
some hits on them.
Kind of fight. Mostly fight.
Deshret's
Punch.
relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance with you here. I'll take the lead. I've been here once before.
Oh, we have backup. Yeah, I got 4 now. And
Illusion shattered.
Okay. You good? Okay, you're good. Wait, there's not gonna be a chest, right? Alright, we're gonna do a raid then. Hello guys, I'm here. Woo! I'm bonk 'em. Alright, wait. And woo! Alright, well they're flying away a lot. Right, mark everyone. And punch it. A bonk. And a bonk. And a punch. Knock him out. Alright then. I'll help you guys because that character's gonna die immediately. Bonk. 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 Okay. Quick one. Doosh, doosh, doosh. Boom. I feel like I'm playing set. Boom. 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 And then... Eh, why not? Boom. And bam. Bam. Woo. And we're good. And a lot of like pyro damage. Alright, I'm gonna do this. And a little bit of this. And
Let's get it on.
right there, that's the enemy. Boom. One down. You do your thing. Perfect. Anything else? Welcome, welcome. Okay, this is like a giant battle arena. Ow. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I still don't know how to... actual combo. Oh. Nice. Anything else? Oh, you. Just fighting him in the corner, dude.
There's no escape.
Bonk. 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 Alright, so just flew away. And boom. Can't see anything. There we go. There we go. There we go.
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
And a poop. Alright then. We're just doing a big raid.
Wait! They went charging ahead without checking for any traps!
They'll be fine. They'll be fine,
Hey,
Paimon.
You guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
They'll
Watch
be
out, the
fine.
enemy's coming from ahead.
Well, now
Well.
that things have come to this, seems we'll have to fight our way through.
Well,
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen.
okay.
Go and take a look around. There could still be another way through.
I mean, I have like a character that can break rocks.
Let's go! We can't let the boss down!
Let's check if there's another way! The sooner we can make it through to help them, the better.
Let's
Okay,
see.
puzzle time? Puzzle time?
I think I see a way through over there.
Puzzle
But
time.
it's being blocked by something. Let's try our luck with that mechanism.
Alright,
Okay,
new
let's
mechanism?
go.
Alright, puzzle time. Okay, we'll go there. Anything else? Yeah, I'm an explorer. Nothing over there. Alright, let's just go straight into it. Okay, what does this do? Raise lower, change color. Yellow. I see. It's gonna be this kind of puzzle, huh? Oh, chess! Anything else before we continue? I don't see anything else. So, what's this wall for? Interesting. Can Chichi go there? Alright, so this gonna be this kind of mechanic, huh? Ayo!
Let's get it on.
Bam, bam. Is it? Oh. Every third attack? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, every fourth attack? 1, 2. No.
Buckle up.
Alright. I'm just gonna do this.
Everybody stand back.
I learned that if I do this,
This may hurt a little.
and then that, it breaks the shield? No.
Grow, grow, grow!
There we go. So I learned from fighting the giant robot in the pyramid, like that kind of robot. Forgot his name. Like, but if I apply Electro and then Dendro, it will immediately like shut down. But yeah, puzzle time.
Another mechanism like the one before.
I know.
But this one's being blocked off in the middle.
That's interesting.
We just need to adjust it a little.
Well, how if I change color? If I lower it, will change? No, lower it again. Interesting. How about this one? Raise it. There's no like make it. Oh, here. That's why. Okay, one more. There we go. So I need to put this in the lower this one. There we go. We need to change this color and then raise it up. And one more. Then change color. And then we're good. And then we need to lower this one. Just lower it once, and we're good. Perfect. Puzzles. I do like some puzzles. Okay, anything around the area or no? I think there's nothing around the area. Oh, and oh hi. Let's try something. Okay, I can't do that.
Adventure time.
Okay, you're marked right. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Shine
To
down.
improve my ult. And let's go.
You asked for it.
Okay. Okay, punch him. Punch him. There we go. There we go. Okay, the real question is... Nice. Pretty good effects though. The whole design. I like it. People's main opinion about Dehya is mostly about damage. Like no big damage to the screen. Okay, this time. Okay, let's mark them. I don't know.
Get out of here.
Okay, let's try marking them.
Everyone hold hands.
Do a little bit of these. A little bit of that.
Teamwork is
A
dreamwork.
little bit of that.
Make yourselves at home.
And a little bit of this. And... Perfect! One more. And... Bonk. Alright. And let's just do this. And up.
Hey,
Got him. Yeah, so mostly Dehya's ability is like applying pyro to the abilities or attack. Just like the Riding Shogun. That's what I'm getting from that because I used Nahida and he applied pyro, she applied pyro, then electro, then Dendro. Okay, more puzzles I see. That one I can raise this one. 1 and a 2. Mostly that's it. And then you're gonna be writing, yeah, there we go. Next one, I need to change this one into, to change this color. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. And the other side, it's just need to change color. There we go. And then change color again. And we're good. Easy peasy. Oh! Now this is a cool area. Yeah, like Sumeru's desert has... Wait, I'll let this talk first.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through from the other side.
Okay, so like Sumeru's area in Sumeru, the desert area, on top it's like a bland old desert, but underneath it has a lot of cool architecture. And mostly that's it. So mostly in the caves, and there's like a cool like pyramids and stuff, and like ruined down structures. That's the cool part about the desert in Sumeru.
But as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations.
Don't waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
Run.
Huh.
Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already. I witnessed the golden age of
The golden
relics. Even if I could leave this place behind,
I mean,
all that awaits me now
everything...
are endless days of humiliation and ruin.
If we didn't do the whole record thing, everything would be fine, you know.
Even now, my brothers and I still believe in one thing.
And that's it? The Deshret?
The greatest should never live to remember their fall.
So you want to go out in a blaze of glory.
Alright, then I'm game.
Let us draw our weapons. We will show them the true power King Deshret bestowed upon his followers.
I mean, I kinda know what happened to King Deshret now.
They are but two, while we hold within ourselves the entirety of the relic's glory.
I kinda know what happened to the...
Wave 1, charge! Eliminate them!
This is different, it's like a little wave now. Alright then. But let's try a whole different shenanigans. Still don't know what this ring do for the... wait, Nahida.
I see
everyone. Everyone's looking marked. Do a little bit of this. A little bit of this. And let's have some fun.
You're dead meat.
Don't think that you've won. We're just getting started.
You sure about that? I think I'm having a lot of fun.
Temple of Wisdom.
That was just wave 1. Boom. I mean, mostly there's a lot of like.
King Deshret will not
Here we go again.
any one of his followers.
Here we. The FPS is so bad now.
Shine down.
Have some fun.
Gloves off.
Punch him! Punch him, I tell her. Punch him! Whoops.
Brother,
Boom.
with me,
Oh,
this is where we'll prove our faith.
oh, they're dead.
You all just want to die?
I mean, ooh, big guy.
None of us plan to leave this place alive.
Alright. It's a lot of chaos for just
Shattered.
a little testing for this character.
Your sacrifice is ready.
Okay, one this. And punch time.
You asked for it.
I love it.
Where do you think you're going?
No, where are you going? And how about a little fun?
Torn to oblivion.
Boom. A little finisher. A little finisher.
The commander has finally fallen.
Yeah, a lot of like low high damage, but a lot of DPS.
But they're still coming at us. This place is like a gladiator's ring. They just keep coming no matter how many we beat.
Like, how many people do you have right now? Am I gonna clear them out before you actually give up?
Yes, keep.
Oh yes, all right then.
There's no need to fear and no need to back down. This is our last stand.
When the next wave comes, try to draw away their attacks.
Noted.
I'm going to see if I can take out that high platform.
You gonna punch it? All right then. Run, guy, run!
Get out of my way!
They're all here. We got backup.
Come and face me, Michel! Ugh, so they've broken through the front as well.
Apologies, Lord Michal. They fight like absolute madmen. No matter how much we throw at them, they just keep coming for more.
Numb to the pain, I see. Don't beat him up, poor guy. Poor guy.
So, it would seem like this is the end.
I mean, what's that cool thing in the background? Like, is that like your source of power?
Time to pay for everything you've done,
Or,
Marshall.
or just your light for the area?
You think I would give you that opportunity?
Boss fight?
I will be buried in the sand alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
Boss fight? I'm game for a boss fight.
Wait!
Where are you going? Boss fight. Boss fight. Give me a boss fight. Oh, there's a load of them running around. They should probably add some music here. Rather than just plain old.
We were too late.
What happened?
It's over. There's no more need to fight. But if you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then I'll give you all a good beating as well.
Are you gonna give up? I mean, your boss is dead. Knocked out? Dead? What was that?
Hey, Dehya! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
Ooh, the big chest. I'm just here for the giant chest.
Let's go.
Alright then, loot. Me got loot. Alright, very interesting. Alright, we're good. Woo! Okay, I thought the game like lagged. Oh, okay, I can actually fall down there. Can I actually fall down there? What's down there? Alright, then I'll continue. Alright. Loot. Thank you very much. And up. Up we go.
Let's get it on!
Pull it up, and then you bring it back down. Nice.
Who are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
We're just travelers. I mean, I am.
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics, and you still can't even tell who's made it all the way to your headquarters?
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other side instead. How are we supposed to figure out what you're after?
Hey, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusela?
Why would I know?
It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
I mean, the person in charge is knockout over there, but you're the only one who's like right here, right now. So
This is your last chance to talk.
be careful. She's very
Hey,
angry
I
right
said
now.
I don't know anything. I'm just an average member here. I'm telling the truth. If you're here to find someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out every day?
The irony.
The
His life
records.
became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering.
Where's the records room? Answer me.
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much as you want. It's not like any of them still matter anyway.
Yeah,
I mean the old records room.
the old records room.
The old records room? You mean the one that got burned down?
Yep.
Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk. Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about. He was definitely faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him come hobbling in. But in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, he'd already gotten away and started a fire in the records room.
Oh, he ran away?
He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell into complete disarray.
That's an interesting. All right then. So he's alive, huh?
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done. Tell me, where is the old records room?
It's just over there.
He already told
You'll
us.
see it for yourself if it means that much to
He
you.
already told us where it is.
There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of inferno. Bashar, Tikriti, let's go. We'll leave the others here to guard these guys.
So he's actually alive, huh? But we need to confirm it first.
Spare them no mercy if they try anything.
Yeah, they're very brutal. I mean, that was a fun, like, arena fight. But yeah. I'll go to the records. Okay, what's over here? Is there like a dead body here? Skeletons? Or anything? I know I can go there, but what's over here? Okay, there's a body. Hi. Oh, this is the area where they knocked out a person. Yeah, knocked out. Okay, I'll go to the records room. Why not? Over here. The same architecture as always.
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
If there is no body here, then we cannot confirm that he is actually dead.
Dehya.
That's how storytelling works.
I'm sorry. I know it's just wishful thinking. Let's look around. Maybe we can find something that's been left behind.
Records. A lot of ashes. Everybody search around the room.
Is this a cane?
Ooh.
It must be the one that Dehya's father used.
Yeah, we got a little reminder of him being here, so we got that.
Kusela.
Good. Okay.
Thanks for everything, boss.
A little remembrance from him.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more. What if something else has been left behind?
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Bones. Anything? What? Anything? Alright, cutscene! Ooh. Okay. A weapon.
Thought so.
Wait! Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
Interesting. Flashback.
The dragon
Aw.
is no more, for Princess Dehya has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dehya, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
Aw.
But Dehya, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
She's not having it. She's not having it. Aw. A cane sword. Ah.
I hereby proclaim our victory.
Okay then.
Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
No. Oh wait, can I skip? The whole story was shared with the corpse of 30, which finally joined the investigation in the name of restoring order. The member of the Desperate Relics were brought to justice, and the oh, I can't read that fast. But yeah, you can pause the video there.
What's this?
We got you some snacks and drinks. All on Paiwan's tab.
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money.
I don't know what happened.
And Paimon said that she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. You looked super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say. These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy.
And she rarely spends her allowance on other people. That's really my treat, but you can get the point. You can get the point.
This way you get something from the both of us for the price of one.
Alright, Paimon.
Anyway,
Mora,
the
though.
point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll feel better for sure once you've gotten something in your tummy. Dunyarzad will also be here shortly. She's already heard that we're back.
Aw, thanks, you two. Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say. My chest was filled with all kinds of intense emotions.
Yeah.
They just shook me even more than all the feelings we've shared during our previous adventures. But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace, and I was left feeling more empty than ever before. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me.
Yeah, I mean, everything just happened so fast.
Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all.
I mean, yeah.
Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father, there was no Mora to be made anywhere.
Yeah, just justice.
My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different?
Yeah.
Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth, and nearly even shed tears for his sake. We're hypocrites. All of us.
Yeah. I should never question your true feelings, though.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So, like, if you don't appreciate someone right now, after a while, if you don't, like, appreciate them in the right, in, like, the current moment, in the future, when you're, like, suddenly they're gone now and they're feeling like you're empty because you hadn't had enough time to talk to them before they actually went and go by, or, you know, leave
You're
in this
back.
world.
Are all of you all right?
So yeah, so just like appreciate the person you have right now, even though you hate them. If you're just gonna like leave that grudge for a long while, and then like after a while in the future where you're like regret it because you haven't actually like known each other's sides and like appreciate each other's company, yeah, I'll regret it at the end, as always.
Ah, there she is.
Yeah, even though you have like a lot of conflicts and stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's it.
Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. All I can do now is wait for their verdict. Huh? Dehya, you're looking quite down again.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon will explain. A lot happened while we were gone.
A lot happened. Bleh. Paimon finished telling bleh, and then blah 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 blah.
I'm sorry. I really should have controlled my emotions better. I just...
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like this.
Oh, you always cry.
Dehya, your pain must be even worse. You shouldn't need to comfort me.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality.
I mean, yeah, she's strong.
My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment. That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life? However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your father's kindness. But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am, and I will never be able to lead a peaceful existence.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd jobs.
No more bodyguard, no more mercenaries, some other jobs.
It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play.
Huh.
Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous,
Are you
it
gonna
won't really matter.
Are you gonna join Nilu in the theater?
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora. Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Yeah, join the bazaar. You can do that.
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
It's always more fun when everyone's together.
I can't thank you enough for taking care of me this entire time.
It's fine. Alright, interesting. Oh, there's more? Alright, I thought that's gonna be the end of the whole story event. Alright, let's continue then. Go to the Grand Bazaar where it all... Yeah, you know what, why not? Only Bennett's here. So Bennett, Nahida, and the Ryan Shogun. But yeah. I need to process what I XR, but yeah. I'll talk about it after the whole story bit, but yeah, we need to go to the bazaar. Appreciate people in the current time before you don't have time anymore. Mostly that's it. Mostly that's it. Even though you're gonna have conflicts and stuff, they're still part of your life. I mean, it's not... Oh, there we go. It's not life without conflict.
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship is exquisite, and the fabric is also of high quality.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We just went here just to buy some food for Paimon.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey, aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue?
Hey, you're talking again.
Talk? Wait, are you here to take revenge on us?
As always.
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all in a fight?
You can't even talk
I
properly.
just came here to give you something.
Alright.
I'll be on my way to give myself up to the core after this.
Alright, you change your demeanor.
Once I woke up, I hurried to the Khan al-Ahmar's camp, hoping to alert them to your presence.
Thank God, with the subtitles.
But when I got there, I found no one except the members who were still too injured to move.
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves in to the authorities. Even that last camp was not going to last for much longer. I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do the same.
You paid the old favor from Kusela.
One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions. Everything left in the camp will get confiscated, so I figured I should get this to you before the Corps could get their hands on it.
Thank you.
You're kinda nice today. What happened?
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone for it.
Okay. Is that the main lesson there?
So this box contains everything that Dia's father left behind.
In the records?
Huh. It feels lighter than expected.
Probably one item.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat.
Yep.
But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of
It
junk.
kinda stinks.
Ugh, it kinda stinks.
Probably because of time.
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
Yeah, time.
A handwritten copy of a storybook.
Oh.
The paper's already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use.
Okay.
If he was going to break that rule, he could have at least copied something useful.
That probably means this was really important to him.
A storybook, huh? About a little, what you call it? A fairy tale?
Ah, and here are a few bags of children's snacks. The packaging's completely deteriorated. Maybe that's where the smell was coming from.
Rotten food?
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd always say that he got them for me, but in the end, he always ate more than I ever did. Who even leaves snacks in a box like this anyway? Isn't that just common sense?
He's just trying his best.
Forget it. Let me see what else is in here.
He's trying his best.
A razor, some buttons, some round iron tiles, a wooden toy puppet,
Buttons.
a wool scarf,
Ooh.
which from the looks of it probably belonged to a woman,
Your
and
mom?
a hair clip. Why are these things here?
Probably your mom.
I'm suddenly feeling a little scared.
I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. He probably saw this box as some kind of personal trash heap and
Nah.
dumped any and everything in there.
Probably some remembrance or like mementos.
1, no, 2 empty liquor
That's
bottles.
a memento.
Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things that a normal person would leave behind?
Probably not. What an interesting man, though.
Huh? There's something in the bottle.
A little
Oh,
note.
you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to
A
be a
little
piece
note.
of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't smudge. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. If I end up forgetting about it, it won't really matter. To Dehya.
Aw.
It's a letter for me?
You don't need to read it out loud.
It's all right. I'll just read it out. If he went to the trouble of writing a letter, there must have been some important things that he wanted to say. Or at least record down.
Records. Alright.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left.
All of the times drinking, I see.
If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone.
Aw.
You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably Idrisi's fault. He was never up to any good.
Can you believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth. The reason being that I was never your father to begin with.
Interesting.
Wait, what?
Interesting.
Surely, he must be joking, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
I don't know.
Adopted father?
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler than some so-called
Cooler.
flame main.
He knows.
Really felt like the whole world was under my feet. With just a teeny tiny bit of effort, I felt I could rule over the entire desert. But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you.
Huh.
You were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny that if the wind blew for just a little while longer, you would have been buried forever.
Oh, okay, that's very interesting, alright.
But your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. Now that I think of it, you really were a bundle of energy.
Sounds like he's serious.
I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice. I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like I could just tell them that I suddenly wanted to play at being a father.
Okay, okay.
At this rate, I'll puke up all the liquor I just drank from this bottle.
Okay, this very interesting twist to that story. I didn't expect.
Anyway, Dehya, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
Aw. And he's gone.
That's the end of the letter. In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child.
But isn't that also a good thing?
I suppose, or I would have suffocated under the sand a long time ago.
He was a good father to you.
He tried
The
his
fact
best.
that he wasn't a blood relative doesn't change that.
He tried his best.
Yeah. It's just a pity that we had to learn the truth of everything like this.
Yeah. Regret always comes at the end.
Do you already have some ideas about the decision that he wanted you to make?
I do. If he first found me alone in the sands, then I want to try my hand at finding the person who abandoned me.
Ooh, that's a good goal.
I just have one wish. To tell them a story.
Story of a person who found a kid in the sand.
That there once existed a childish and foolish jerk with a heart of gold. And that only under his care was I able to grow and mature into the person I am today.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on adventures all the time. Maybe we'll be able to find some information
I mean, we
for
can
you.
help.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
I mean, yeah, I'm here for the journey. I also don't want to see his efforts go to waste. Yeah,
I'll help too.
he tried his best, I always say.
Thank you. All of you. Thank you so much. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered myself lucky. Because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
Oh, that's nice. And we... Oh, no! Perfect! Wait, I'm gonna turn on the lights real quick. Perfect! Exactly 29. Yeah, almost 1 and then I'm max level. But yeah, pretty interesting. So, the part where... I mean, I'm gonna say the bad things first, or the bad criticism first. But, the whole thing about the whole fighting in the emirate thing, and realizing about the cane was, and something about that's not hitting me that good about the story, but after that and then going here with transition, and learning about that part over there, that's the most sad part about the story. But realizing about him not being the biological father. But yeah, pretty interesting story. I mean, I kind of knew that he's like, trying to help her, but I didn't knew that he was like, helping her. She's trying his best to raise up a kid that he's not even good, or he's not actually the father. So it's like trying his best to be a single parent. But yeah, I mean that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean after that, I mean I'll give it I'll say like 7 out of 10. Pretty good plot, very good story, and like I mean, mostly in like Sumeru stories, like there's gotta be a sad ending to each story. For example, like that one, like yeah, he died, and then we don't. I'll assume that he's dead. So yeah, he died because the symbolism of his cane in the fire. So yeah, like a symbolism of him dying in that fire. He actually is dead, and that he done everything just for Dehya's sake, and for everyone's sake in the bridges. But yeah. Yeah, so mostly like I got from that, the main like story about that is that at the end, if you're like having what's the word again, like you're angry at a person, or like you hate a person, and you don't understand that person, you just hate them because of some event or some reason, for example what they experienced, and if you didn't fix that problem quickly or properly, at the end you'll regret it, because even though people still have conflicts with the person, or like understanding to that person, at the end, if there's no more time, you're gonna regret it at the end. Like what people always say, like if you don't what's the word, like appreciate a person today, maybe in the future you can't appreciate them anymore. So yeah, time is limited, and you don't know when it's gonna be the end for a person. Can't know when will you say goodbye to him forever and never talk to them anymore. But yeah, mostly that's what I got from that story. Pretty interesting. And pretty sad too as all. Pretty sad too as always. But yeah. So I think that's it for the whole stream for now. I mean, mostly the goal right now is to do the whole the event, or the whole like story event. Mostly I've done that. I'm not gonna do the whole hangout event because that's mostly like a visual novel, and you know what? They're gonna be a person who actually wanna watch me play a visual novel, and probably some. But yeah, I'll probably do that on my own. Well, you know what? Yeah, perfect timing. The perfect time for me to level up my adventurer rank. Yeah, I'm here.
There is no escape.
Yep, there is no escape. But yeah, that's why I really like playing Genshin, mostly for the story. Like
Ad
appreciating the
Astra
stories they're
Abyssos.
telling about. But yeah, I love it. Okay, 59, got all this. I think the last one is more primo. 59. Anything else from here? Nothing else. Yeah.
Ad
So
Astra
I'm still
Abyssos.
saving up for Ayaka. I grinded everything. The weapon I got. I forgot the sword called, but yeah, I got this weapon now. I got artifacts now, so I'm ready to pull Ayaka. So probably I'm gonna do a stream. I mean, I think I'm gonna do the whole Windbloom event probably on. I mean, okay, 2 hours as always for the stream. But yeah, I'm probably gonna stream another Genshin in where is it? No, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. So probably on Friday this week, probably gonna be a midnight stream again. Probably. Yeah, probably a midnight stream again in Friday. I'm gonna do is what call it, like a Rain World again. We're gonna go back to Rain World in Friday. So yeah, there's probably gonna be a 2-hour stream on Friday again on Rain World. So I'm gonna announce that later, or probably gonna put that announcement later in the community tab. So yeah. Let's just finish up. Let's just finish up all of this, and then we're gonna end the stream. So yeah, and do a lot of like announcement. But yeah. So mostly that's it for the stream. I did the whole story quest. I announced that I'm gonna stream on Friday. Stay tuned to a new another game video about with the lads, with the pals, about a certain game. I'm gonna post on Wednesday. Then Friday stream of Rain World, night stream, and gonna be gonna be another Genshin stream for the Windbloom on Saturday, and then alternate again with Sunday's gonna be Rain World, and then probably Monday's gonna be another Genshin stream. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, enjoying the story of Dehya's story quest. Thank you so much, and bye bye.